Hey, what's good? I'm Wood. What a fight. What a brutal and glorious fight. If you would have told me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, last week, that Canelo would go up to middleweight and dish out the most punishment that Triple G's ever received and fight a damn even fight with him, nail him with combinations to the head and body over the course of a 12-round slugfest in a 50-50 toss of the coin type of fight, I'd have given you a dozen reasons why you were dead wrong. In fact, I tried to tell you just a few days ago. I'd wanted to see this fight a while ago, mainly because I wanted to see what Canelo, a bad bully of a fighter at 147 and then at 154, would look like in a 160-pound middleweight fight that was supposed to be his bloodbath, and where he would be the one getting bullied. Look, I had Triple G winning by 1 round, maybe 2 rounds, but having bet on Triple G and while pulling for him, I saw Canelo landing the much flusher power punches throughout the fight. He'd obviously gotten off to a hot start, and while I'm waiting for him to wilt and to tire, he's standing his ground and getting off first and the cleanest in so many brutal exchanges, backing Golovkin up with body shots and headshots. Golovkin, a master at taking angles to cut the ring off on his opponent, had Canelo with his back against the ropes several times in the 4th round, 5th round, and so on. And Canelo often was still getting off first, while constantly making dodging Triple G's right hand look easy. He was looking those off the whole time, beautifully. Now, Golovkin's jab largely carried him throughout the fight, and was probably what should have put Golovkin over the top. And he did land some stuff downstairs, and knocked Canelo upside the head with some wide hooks. He also had Canelo looking like he was on a treadmill from hell late in the middle rounds before Canelo staged another rally towards the end of the fight. But I don't recall seeing one punch where it felt like that's what a flush Triple G power punch is supposed to look like and feel like. Not one where I felt, there it is, that's that life-changing power. I thought that Canelo was going to totally gas down the stretch and succumb to the pressure and the pressure and the pressure applied by the bigger fighter. But he looked strong. He stood his ground. He looked confident that whole time. I'll tell you what, although I did have Triple G winning by 1, maybe 2 rounds, I think that this fight took more of a toll on Golovkin's body and psychology than it did Canelo. I think Canelo's probably licking his chops at the idea of a rematch, whereas I don't think that Triple G is quite as eager to see him again. That could have been Gennady's last stand right there. And it's a shame that he wasn't awarded with the close decision victory, as he powered through those middle to late rounds, visibly tired and a little hurt, to do what he had to do to pressure and to score. Because it's only going to get worse from here, and Canelo's only going to get stronger and more confident for the next time. Now, 2 things that were so awful that I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around. 1, Jim Lampley's disgustingly pro Triple G call on the broadcast. I've seen him go with the HBO favorite in the past, but this was incredibly biased. He called the action like he was in a first-player fight simulator where all you're seeing is one guy, you, landing on the other guy. 2, Adelaide Bird scoring the fight 10 rounds to 2 Canelo. What? This was a close fight, anywhere between 8 rounds to 4 in favor of Triple G, to a 6 rounds to 6 draw, to maybe a 7 rounds to 5 victory for Canelo would make sense, could make sense. This was a brilliant, grueling fight, and a tough one to score. I'm just stunned that Canelo neutralized and beat up on the beast like that. I didn't see this fight being that damn competitive. So let me know your thoughts. I'm Wood, thanks for tuning in.